HER2 positive breast cancer tends to be more aggressive and to spread more quickly than other cancers. HER2 positive breast cancer is a breast cancer that tests positive for a protein called human epidermal growth factor receptor 2, which promotes the growth of cancer cells. In about 1 of every 5 cancers, the cancer cells have a gene mutation that makes an excess of HER2. In 2006, Herceptin was available to all HER2 patients, only 10 years ago. So when I was diagnosed, I thought, gee, how lucky am I, huh? And Herceptin's available. All right. I never believed in having my own personal pity party. I wasn't going to feel sorry for myself. I was going to fight. For me and my husband, my kids, my family and friends, my co-workers, my friends at the FA, Faculty Association here at the college, and my colleagues here at the college. They were so unbelievably supportive. We may be a large college, but we're a small community of very caring people. And everyone, they gave me comfort and they shared their stories with me. My world changed November 20th, 2015 with just 3 little words: you have cancer. And suddenly, I had a breast surgeon, a clinical nurse supporting me through the journey, an oncologist, a radiation oncologist, a physical therapist, and a cardiologist. I had echocardiograms, MUGA scans, MRI, a lumpectomy, a low white cell count, a low red cell count, and a low LVEF. Now, LVEF is low ventricular ejection fraction. Your heart gets weak. It's what pumps the blood through your body. I've been nauseous and I've vomited at work, at the grocery store. I've had severe hydration, exhaustion. I lost my taste in food, but not style. And I had a very nasty cold in my 4th chemo that sent me to the ER. And I remember my first visit to the oncologist, and I had to stop at the desk to make an appointment for my first chemo. And I stood waiting, and I looked over, and across the room in the fusion center, there was a woman sitting there. I'd never been in that part of the room, and I knew that eventually it would become part of my life for the next 4.5 months. I showed up at my first chemo with my new Vera Bradley bag, a comfy blanket and socks. I worked for the Faculty Association, and a union rep knitted me the socks. It seemed everyone I knew gave me something: coloring books and a pencil, Kindle. I brought my iPad so I could check emails and play words with friends. And what did I do? I put on the socks, I covered myself with a blanket, and I slept after that dose of Benadryl. I got through 6 rounds of chemo and then started radiation, 33 treatments, 6.5 weeks. I was lucky, it didn't burn me, but what I did get was a weird rash around my belly. I had 4 radiation techs standing in front of me, and I had to open my robe. And they just imagine what it feels like when you have 4 people standing in front of you going, ew. It's just not good. Well, I continued my Herceptin every 3 weeks after chemo, and unfortunately my heart developed issues, and I had to skip 2 infusions. But I'm back on again. I healed. So instead of finishing in January, I'll finish more like March or so, if I can hang in there. That's okay. I'll finish, and I will live. And my deepest sadness is when I go into the infusion center and I see all the chairs are full. I really hate to see every seat filled. It's too many. It breaks my heart. About 246,660 cases of invasive and ductal breast cancer will be diagnosed in women in 2016. There are 150 million females in the United States. And what are the chances of getting breast cancer? 1 in 8. Still thinking about skipping your mammo? Early detection is key. It saved me. There have been some gifts from this. I do like driving with the sunroof open and the windows, and I don't have to worry about the hair hitting my face. I don't get bad hair days. I haven't had a haircut since November, so I saved a lot of money on those haircuts. And I lost weight. found out this summer I'm going to be grandma. And some more important things is that I found out how much people care. My oncology nurses that work tirelessly at the infusion center, my children that cried for me when I told them the scary news, and my friends that hosted Sweets Night. We ate cakes and pastries for dinner because I couldn't taste food except sweet. And for my colleagues here at the college that supported me and my husband that endured it all with me, I'm grateful for all the people that donate to the American Cancer Society and for the work that American Cancer Society does in raising funds to fight against breast cancer. I started walking years ago for my mother. She had breast cancer in 1993. And after all those years, I'm not just walking for her, I'm walking for me too, and I'm walking for you, and I'm walking for the 246,000 this year. So let's get moving!